guys, sorry I sound funny, I'm just fighting off a cold right now. I thought I would try something different. I'm going to start a card club once a month, and what that's going to detail is it's going to be based off of a certain stamp set. So for the month of February, I'm going to use the Lift Me Up stamp set, and we're going to make 3 different cards using this stamp set. And we're going to use 2 inks, and I'm also going to use the Up and Away Thinlit dies, and I also will be using the Carried Away paper, which this is free when you purchase $50, and you actually get 12 sheets. You get 6 sheets of these designs twice. And then these also have, on the back, you have different designs also. So it's really great paper. It matches this stamp set very well. You also are going to need white, Whisper White cardstock. And then you also will need your Whisper White envelopes. So what the detail of the card club will be, if you purchase $32 worth of product on my online store under me as your demonstrator before tax and shipping, you need to use a hostess code, which I will provide to you. Every month it will be different. You also need to leave me your contact information when placing your order. It'll ask you if you want to leave it. If you don't leave me your contact information, I will not be able to mail you out your card set. And you also have to be within the United States. I can only mail within the U.S. So those are the rules you need to follow to be in the club. And what will happen is, if you do that, then I will go ahead and mail you the 3 envelopes and 3 cards that we're going to make today. I will mail you all the pieces so you can put them together. The only thing I cannot include in there would be the stamped images. So that is something you will have to get on your own. And I will not provide any adhesive or ink pads or dies, but I will cut out the die pieces for you. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've put these cards together, and I figured it out. If you buy a pack of the Whisper White cardstock, Whisper White envelopes, the Lift Me Up stamp set, and the 2 ink pads we're going to use today, your order before tax will come out to $49.50. You have to spend $50 to get the Carried Away paper for free. So all you need to do is buy something else more than 50 cents, and you'll qualify to get the paper for free. So if you want to throw in some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, I think they're $4. And I know there's stuff on the clearance rack too. So that's all you need to do to join the club. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started and show you exactly how we're going to make these cards. So what I've done to kind of save some time is I've already gone ahead and used my snail adhesive on all my cards. And I'm just going to show you quickly how I put these together. Some months, they're going to have, you might have embellishments, you might have more detail. Some months might be easier, some might be harder, but I'm going to try to keep them all pretty simple, so they're pretty quick to make. So what you're going to need is your card base, which is just an A2 card, which if you take 1 piece of Whisper White cardstock at 8.5 by 11 and you cut it down the middle, you're going to get 2 cards out of that. So there are 40 pieces of paper in the pack, so you could get 80 cards. However, you will need pieces of white, Whisper White, to include on this. So if you buy 1 pack, you're not going to get exactly 80 cards out of it, but you can get a lot of cards out of 1 pack of Whisper White cardstock. So what, and also the designer paper, you're going to get paper, but they're probably not going to be identical to what I'm showing you today. You're going to get all the designer paper, but you might get, and this card I'm going to do this paper with, it might be the back side, it might be a different sheet of paper, but you're going to get the same effect no matter what kind of paper you get. It's all going to be matching, they're all going to look great. So what I've done is I've cut my designer paper carried away. I cut it at 5 1/4 by 4, and you're just going to go ahead and glue it to the front here. And like I said, you just use your snail adhesive. And then I've gone ahead and I've cut out with my die cutter, and you'll get these in your packet. You won't get them stamped. They're going to be blank, so they're going to look like this. So you're just going to have to stamp the image on these. And I've just gone ahead and I've cut 2 of them out. And I'm going to just kind of glue them. Sorry about that. I'm just going to kind of glue them side by side so it looks like they're kind of floating on your card. And then I've gone ahead and I've stamped out Hope Your Day is on Cloud 9, Happy Birthday, with a couple of clouds. And these images are all in the stamp set that you would purchase. And then we're just going to glue this kind of on the front here. So it looks like that. So everything is matching. Everything is so pretty. So there's one of the 3 cards. And this one here will be your birthday card. The second card, I've done the same thing. I've already glued everything up. You're going to use the same Whisper White cardstock. And again, that's an A2 card. This one we're going to make this way. We're going to have the card going this way. So you're going to take your designer series paper, and again it's cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and we're just going to go ahead and glue that to the front. This piece here on this card, this one here was cut 5 by 1 1/2. So this card here, glue that on the front, and then we're going to take 2 more pieces of Whisper White, which are measured at 3 3/4 by 3 and 1 1/4 by 3. And I just went ahead and I stamped out my 2 balloons, and I stamped a couple of clouds on there. We're just going to tack this up here to the front of the card, up towards the top, and then sending smiles across the miles, just down at the bottom. And there's your second card. And then your third card, we're going to go ahead, same thing, same card base, another piece of designer series paper, and again, same cut, 5 1/4 by 4, and we're just going to put that on the front, and it gives it that white outline. Then I've gone ahead and I've cut out another piece of designer series paper. This one here is cut 2 by 5 1/4, and then another white piece here. This one's cut at 5 by 1 1/2. So I'm going to go ahead and put this towards the bottom of the card, and then this one here will go right in the middle of that. Then I've gone ahead and I've cut out of the thinlits. There's a little rectangle in there, and then there's a stamp that says note. So I've gone ahead and I've cut out 2 of those, and I'm just going to glue those right to the front, just like so. And then I've gone ahead and I've cut out the balloon from the dies. And again, I will provide these in with your package. And I've just gone ahead and stamped on the balloon. And I'm using up some Stampin' Up dimensionals. I'm just going to use 3 of them. I will provide you with these dimensionals in the card kit. So we're just going to take those, and I'm just going to place this right here in the middle, and then you have your third card. So they're pretty simple, but they look great. They all match and they look awesome together. So you will get all the materials to make these cards minus the inks and the stamped image on there. So I will go ahead and list all this information in the details. You also, I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not, but if you decide you want to do the club every month and you do it 6 months consecutively, then after your 6th month, I will go ahead and let you pick out a free stamp set of your choice, $25 or less. And you can pick that out of the catalog or online, whatever you would like. You just have to, I'll get in contact with you and you just tell me which stamp set you would like. So I hope you guys like this idea. I think it's a kind of a fun idea, especially if you're kind of new and you don't really know how to make cards and you're not quite sure. This way you'll get all the cards stuff in the mail for you. You have a video on how to do it, and you could purchase all of the matching coordinating stuff on my website. So like I said, I'll go ahead and I will put all this information in the link to the video.